Doesn't matter if you're male or female, we all need the same, similar qualities to succeed in this job. Um, Mental endurance, physical endurance, thinking on your feet, the drive and determination to actually do the job to help somebody, you know, being able to work on demand. You may be tired, but you still have to keep going to get that job done. The transition from training centre to actual station life was a shock for myself. Everything on training centre travelled at 120 miles per hour pretty much every day. Everything was scheduled, so you knew what was actually going to be happening because you could read it on your timetable when you lock a door. But actually going on to station, the culture was a lot different, a bit more relaxed, but it was real life. The guys on station were very welcoming, and being involved in a watch life is a lot different. It's like being in a second home from home, being part of a family. My analogy I could put on it is like being part of a band. Not everyone can sing, not everyone can play the guitar, so everyone has that different area which they will specialise in and to cover. But when you first come into a watch, you're the new guy. No one doesn't really know your strengths or your weaknesses until you're tested at different times. As I say, you recall on your toolbox when incidents come, because when the bell goes, you don't know what you're going to get. It's not scheduled in like a timetable. Until you get downstairs or down the pole and read the readout sheets where you're going, that's when you're going to be calling on what you're actually going to need from what you've learned on training centre. My first shout, I remember the bells going. I was upstairs in the station, updating myself with information, what was going on in the community. I got on the back of the pump, we headed there, I got ready as quickly as I could. I remember my adrenaline was really pumping. It was a fire alarm, but what actuated it, we didn't know. So obviously we've gone there to investigate it. So I remember getting off the engine, and everyone's congregated outside the hospital, people wondering what's going on, patients, nurses. And I felt like Superman. Headed into the actual hospital with my watch manager to see what was actually going on, and I'll never forget that. It'll always be something that will stay with me. Before I was a firefighter, I had a past in youth and community work, and joining the brigade, I've been able to keep that role as well, but in a different light. We do a lot of youth and community work, and we have like a boxing gym in the Moss Side area, and that's where I'm from. So I'm able to go in there and do volunteer hours and help out some young lads and girls from the community. We may have a lot of negative time on hands and help them to turn it into positive time. So it's a good bit of mentoring that I do. I can carry it, and there's young people that I've worked with from the past off other projects, and them actually seeing me as a youth worker to now actually seeing me as a firefighter. It's like they feel proud for me, and I feel proud that they are proud of me being in this job, and it furthers their aspirations that they have in life and things that they actually want to do. It shows that you can push things as far as you can, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're from a socially deprived area, that you have a limit on life expectations.